Alright guys, we are back for a part 2 of Castle Rock and walking around some historical and possibly haunted locations. We're back at Alan's favorite bridge near the free Dasbog parking. And there's Plum Creek, at least a branch of it down there. Alright guys, well here's some more old houses. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's not like Cripple Creek quite, but you get some of the older architecture still. I can't tell you any personal ghost hunting things here or anything, but we're gonna take you to kind of where Alan was talking about, the old rail yard over here. As you can see, there's actually a train going by, so we're gonna go to the barn. Yeah, so this is the barn that Alan was talking about. We're actually going to take you right over here. Alan, what are we going to see over here?
We're actually going to see a little bit of where the old storage used to be. And this is up closer where the Castle Rock Museum used to originally be, back when it was the railway station. So if Keegan, if you look right, you can actually see the original building still.
Yeah, and so in all the old pictures of the museum, you actually see this, and you see, obviously, the rock. But yeah, so it kind of gives you an idea that they did actually have to move that pretty far. It's probably a good 2-3 miles.
That's good.
Alright, so here's obviously these train tracks. And right here, you can see this building. It's actually one of our taller buildings still in downtown Castle Rock, but it just gives you an idea. I know we were talking about that. In the distance, right there, you see Quarry Mesa near Crystal Valley, and that's purported to be haunted. I think we'll touch up on that in part 3. We actually did an investigation. That was Sam's first investigation back in 2011. But now we're going to cross these tracks and head up that hill there and show you Cantril. Just some more cool little houses right here. This one was built in 1907. It kind of gives you the overall feel of downtown old Castle Rock. Not all of them are super old, as you can see. Alright. But right here is one of the more, outside of Old Stone Church, this is the biggest location I know in Castle Rock that people at least talk about. I don't think the chamber quite gets its due there. But you'll hear about this actually in our biography when it is released. I have a couple stories about this place. Okay, so this is Cantril. I went to kindergarten, as well as Colin went to kindergarten here, or preschool I should say. And they've changed the park and everything since we've been here, but when we were little you could actually see stuff up there in the bell tower. And you know, back then I guess we were little enough, it didn't really faze us as being weird, because we were 4 when we came here. Alright, so this was the main school before that one we showed you in the last video became the high school. This is the second incarnation of the building. The first one burned down, and that's one of the kind of urban legends we have for Castle Rock. We'll get more into that. We'll go around the front so you can see it better. Just some more little architecture we got. This church is pretty old as well, but as you can tell, more rhyolite, guys. Rhyolite's a huge factor in old downtown Castle Rock, and that's a lot of these haunted locations are made of rhyolite, so it definitely at least kind of shows that might help it. You know, outside of Colorado having quartz and stuff like that, rhyolite seems to be a pretty good conductor of paranormal activity. So you guys know any kind of cool little stories about Castle Rock?
Just the rhyolite. How it's everywhere.
Yeah, because it was... Yeah, it helps capture electricity. They mainly used it because when they came out here to do gold mining, they were finding all the rhyolite. And look, there's another old house. once again made of rhyolite, but it's definitely one of the bigger things that we have seen that might cause paranormal hauntings. As you can see, all this shrubbery on the outside. A lot of the older buildings out here, they did that. You see that down in Denver as well. Kind of.
Monty Python.
Alan also put an as seen in Monty Python. Now, this is the front of the school. When you search Cantril and find it, used to be the high school. You usually see pictures of classes taken about this view. Like I said before, this is the second incarnation. The first one burned down, and that's kind of one of our little Castle Rock urban legends outside the Beast of Plum Creek. Is they had found a guy hanging. He had been hung for some crimes he committed, obviously. But they brought his skeleton in to show for, you know, biology class and that. And as soon as they brought it in, the whole school burned down. And so everyone kind of says, you know, it was his spirit, didn't want to be shown off. And so this one was built after it. You can see tons and tons of rhyolite, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's one of the more purported hauntings. They say there's a woman that wanders the halls, and like I said, the kids see things up in the bell tower. We saw it obviously when we came to school here. Just showing you more little Castle Rock places. Yeah, kind of like a rhyolite mixture even used to make the boundary of the school. You wonder if that has trapped maybe some of the energy here. But yeah, you'll hear some more stories from me and Colin in our biography about this place.
1875.
Yeah, there's the plaque. If you guys want to read it, you can pause it. But yeah, 1875, guys. Some history for you. Pretty cool looking. Nice little white fence, and kind of reminds me of those houses they built in Missouri. Here's another historical landmark. The guy that actually ran the Castle Rock Museum for a while used to live in this. When we would do our school tours, it was kind of a cool place to stop by. It's kind of hard to see, but as you can see, they're doing some remodel work, but tons and tons of rhyolite and down. And look at these big old cottonwoods. Shows you.
I wonder if there's reasoning for the different ways they cut the rhyolite in a lot of these buildings.
That's something we could also look forward, you know, go dig into the library and see. They might be able to know. This is not old. They want you to think it is. Here's Andrew. He's showing us this cool little thing. It's Craig and Gold, 1874. It's pretty cool.
They were the ones that did a lot of the designing for a lot of the things here in Douglas County.
Yeah, you'll see the Craig and Gold on a lot of roads and buildings within Castle Rock.
It's actually over on the median, just off of Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, just kind of over there, kind of by that little stop there. As you see some more older buildings, but as we come down from that historic house, you can see right here is where the railroad would have been. You see better view. Just the backside over here gives you some more perspective of it. And like we said, this is kind of just some more bonus footage we wanted to show you. We really just forgot it. We did so much for the last one, so we wanted to show you this. We'll do a part 2 and do some more rural Castle Rock, where you see like Castle Rock, Memons Ridge, places like that. But until next time.